Okay, what this is a helicoil or a thread insert that we're going to use. And they give us this little sheet and it shows you the instructions. We're supposed to drill with the drill bit into a piece of metal. Then we're supposed to install a thread insert. These are thread inserts. And then we finish up with a bolt by threading a bolt into its place. So I've just got a small engine cylinder head here, and you can see the drill is already drilled to this size here. And so this is a 21/64 drill bit size. So we would use the metric 8 1 1/4 tap. So the metric 8 1 1/4 tap is going to be used here with this hole. So we want to, you can see I can't really thread it in, and I've got to hold it in a vise or hold it with something securely as I thread that in. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, for the purpose of teaching again, we're just going to put it in a vise here, and we'll show how this goes from the top down. And we just secure it in the vise here. Get it nice and tight. This head will not be used. And then we're going to use this thread here. And again, you may want to put a little bit of oil here for cutting purposes, just to start the tap. And we're going to use a tool here, just like we did for our tap, to start it. And make sure we're straight up and down. And then we're going to gently push and twist at the same time. So as we're pushing and twisting this, you can see it's starting to catch into the hole, and we just simply twist this down. As we're twisting this down, we are threading grooves into this hole here, creating threads for a bolt to be bolted inside of there. And again, if you need a little bit more oil, you can squirt in there in the side. Makes it a little bit easier for cutting purposes. And we're going to twist this down here, and it's going through. Try to go towards the edge here. You can see we're getting close. There's some metal shavings, and that's as deep as this will allow me to go. You can see I've bottomed out up here. Right here, I've bottomed out, and then I'll just simply twist this back here. Okay, so as I'm twisting this out, we'll see some threads inside of this hole. You can see on this head, there are no threads in any of these holes, but we've created threads for that hole right there so that we can put a bolt inside of it. So the threads right there on the side, you can see, and all of these are just clean. And we could do the same by creating threads in those holes as well. Okay. We're going to put the insert in, this helicoil, and you can see they're threaded. So we just simply use this mandrel tool, and there's a little lever on there that catches. And after this is cleaned up here, if you want, you can put some thread locker on this so it doesn't come out, some thread, blue or red thread locking compound. And then we just simply twist this in. And we might need to use our tap tool here, depending on how tight it is. And we just simply twist this back down in there to create an inner size. So if you have a bolt that has stripped the housing and you want to use the same bolt, what we do is we use this insert, and now we can go back to the original bolt size. Now the thread insert is metric 8 by 1 1/4, and we have a bolt here. This is metric because it's got the markings on the back. There's no lines, there's numbers. So on the back of the bolt, it's a number. And we have this little scale here, and you can see this is metric 8 size. And then on the back, we have thread pitches. So this says it needs to be metric 8 by 1 1/4. So we find 1 1/4 and we double check to make sure the threads are the same with that scale, which they are. And then we simply go to our insert, and you can see this bolt is threading in with our hand really easily, and then we can tighten it down to a specific torque. So what we've done is we've created a thread insert into a housing. So these housings here, we need to drill them slightly larger. Then we use a larger tap size, and then we're going to use one of these inserts inside of this housing here to use the same size bolt.